Hi! Let's get drunk and make chicken katsu. Now, for those of you who only speak in terms of American, you can think of chicken katsu as like Japanese chicken fingers. Two things. One, never trust anyone who actually tries to market these to you as Japanese-style chicken fingers. And two, who the hell coined the term chicken fingers? Chickens don't have fingers. That's like saying fish toes, frog wings, Miley Cyrus's dignity. Anyway, despite the hate around the comparison, it really is a really good way to describe chicken katsu to someone who's never heard it before. It's a breaded, deep-fried chicken cutlet that's served alongside sauce. Let's make it. If you're making this with rice, start it now so that it'll be ready by the time you finish. Or did you learn nothing from the stir-fry episode? Take about a pound of chicken breast, pat it very dry using some paper towels. And I mean very dry. I mean drier than the Sahara Desert, if the Sahara Desert were a girl who walked into a room full of fedoras. Now you can cut this chicken in one of two ways. This one we're going to cut in half horizontally. Now be very careful here, you don't want to hurt yourself, but as you're cutting across you want to make sure that each piece is about the same thickness. Then cover each piece in plastic wrap and pound it with a mallet or the bottom of a pan until it's nice and uniformly thin. And of course, because the Japanese always think of a cooler way of doing things, if you want smaller pieces, you can instead cut with a technique known as sogigiri, where instead of cutting horizontally, you cut diagonally at an angle so that you get smaller, thinner pieces. If your frying pan can't fit the larger cutlet pieces, you can do this. Breading station. Flour power. Chicken periods. Panko. If you have to use more at a later time, that's perfectly fine. This is just a starting point. Drop a beat on these eggs. Flour acts as a primer, allowing us to get a nice even coating and minimizes unnecessary direct exposure to the oil. Egg acts as a binder, and I'm not talking about Mitt Romney's ones that he's got full of women. Japanese panko crumbs are what help make katsu and give it that nice, crunchy, delicious texture. Dollop a bunch on and then press the panko crumbs on with your hand. Flip it over, repeat with the other side, and then again a few times if you want, and then that piece is done. Do the same with the rest, gather all the breaded cutlet pieces, and now you're ready to fry. Heat about ½ an inch of oil up to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I have this burner on a little lower than medium heat right now. Once it heats up to that level, gently drop in your katsu. Trust me, I have got oil burns in places you don't even want to imagine. Cook it for about 2 minutes or so on each side until it starts to become a little golden brown. As you flip it over, you'll notice that the face-up side continues to get browner as the bottom cooks. So if you wait until you achieve the necessary golden goodness before you flip it over, chances are the chicken's gonna be overcooked by the time you're done. Once both sides are nice and golden brown and the internal temperature of the chicken reads 160 degrees Fahrenheit, transfer your pieces to a paper towel lined plate. I mean like a lot of paper towels. This stuff is going to be oily and sleazy, like Harvey Weinstein. Obviously, repeat this with all the other pieces of chicken. Now ordinarily at this time I'd talk about making the sauce at home. Behold, tonkatsu sauce. This is another part of what makes katsu is tonkatsu sauce, or vegetable and fruit sauce. The real thing takes a lot of work and a lot of time to make from scratch and includes a crap ton of different vegetables and ingredients. Duh. You can find it at your local Asian market, or if you're really jonesing for this stuff and don't have access to that, I posted an imitation homemade recipe in the comment below. Thank you for cooking with me. I very greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to like, share, follow, and subscribe, and of course, drop a recommendation if there's anything that you want me to make. Great.
What you got there?
Nothing? Panko. Maybe. Not gonna come out. Start it now so that it'll be ready. If you want smaller pieces than that, you can instead cut with a technique. Turn the camera off.